All right, hey guys, it's Mo Trapper again. Couple of things I wanted to talk about. So we're getting close to season now. Pretty fired up about it. I've got most of the things that I need to get done. I think are done. I was pretty good, pretty diligent over the summer, making wax dirt and getting the traps dyed and getting them dipped in full metal jagged, which is how I do it. So everything's pretty much ready for the most part. I'm thinking right now, because of uh, the infinite wisdom of the Missouri Department of Conservation, they have trapping season open the same day essentially as rifle season for deer, which is obviously a huge thing here in Missouri. And I like to deer hunt, but there really is no trapping, or it's extremely difficult to trap during rifle season because everybody's out rifle hunting, right? So, not sure why they do that, but anyway, so that delays it a little bit getting started, and then I've got some things going on with work that are going to delay it even further a little bit probably, but I'm thinking right now I might be able to run a little bit of a water line early, basically right at the start of season. So we'll see how that goes. I hope to catch a mink this year. That's one of the goals. So I've got some spots. I think it's real rocky here. All of our rivers and streams are very rocky in southwest Missouri. So it's hard to do a pocket set in a lot of places because you don't have a mud bank to dig into. It's all rock. So may have to get a little bit creative on the pocket set, but we'll see. I think I got some things that might work, so we'll see. But hopefully that's one of the goals, is to get a mink. I know we've got them around here, so I'm hoping to catch one. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was NAFA. So, gosh, I just did a video not too long ago on selling to NAFA, and I hope that you didn't watch that video and get yourself set up to sell the NAFA, because you're not going to sell the NAFA. Nobody is. NAFA's gone. Well, it's not gone. It's been absorbed or partnered with Saga Furs, which Saga Furs, all they do is ranch fur. So apparently that's all NAFA's going to do now. They've sent out letters to all of the big guys that used to sell a lot of fur to them, and basically told them that they don't have any way to do a route. They don't have any way to collect wild fur for this season, 2019-2020. So, it's unfortunate. I mean, they owe me money, so I know they owe a lot of people a lot of money. They owe me just a very small amount of money. It's not a big deal for me personally, but it is a big deal in that that was a big outlet for wild fur, and they had the most extensive network of collection points for trappers to take their wild fur by far. Way bigger as far as collection area than Greenwald, way bigger than FHA, way bigger than anybody. They were the biggest as far as making it convenient for trappers to have a place that's relatively close to go and take their fur and turn it in so that it could be sold. So my plan for this year, I've made some contacts with some local fur buyers. I have a local fur buyer that I won't do business with, and that's kind of a long story, but that's by my choice. I choose not to do business with that individual anymore. He's pretty local. There's one that's really good that's way too far away now. He was closer whenever I lived near Columbia, Missouri, kind of central Missouri. Now he's too far. It doesn't make logistical sense to take it to him. There's one that's a lot further than the guy that I just am not going to do business with anymore, that seems like a good guy. So I'm going to give him a try this year, and my plan is to sell him everything that he will take, everything that he will buy. I know there's some stuff that he's not going to buy, raccoons probably, and things. So whatever he won't buy, then I'm going to be looking to either Greenwald or FHA to try to ship to them, or hopefully they can expand their routes a little bit so that I can have a place that's not crazy far to drive to drop off fur to then go to Canada, or I'm not sure where Greenwald goes. I don't think they go to Canada, but FHA all goes to Canada like NAFA did. So that's my plan this year. I'm going to sell to a local fur buyer whatever he will buy, and then what he won't buy, I will take to, you know, FHA or Greenwald, or I'll just sit on it for a year and see what happens. See if they expand their routes next year. Maybe, I'm not sure. Um, I'm also going to try to get some more things tanned this year, and I'm going to experiment with some different tanneries. I had one that was fairly local again, and took some fur to them this past season, and just not very happy with the results. I mean, it's just a poor quality tan. So I'm going to look to send some stuff off probably and see how that goes. Maybe try a couple different places and see what I get back, and go from there as far as picking a place to do tanning. So anyway, you know, I think it's a bad thing for the fur industry, honestly, that NAFA's gone. I know a lot of people are kind of dancing on their grave. You know, I don't know that that's a good thing. It's not a good thing for me, because it's just, you know, more inconvenient for me to sell fur. But anyway, I hope that you know, I don't necessarily hope that they recover. I know they did a lot of people dirty, and they owe a lot of people a lot of money. I hope those people get made whole. I hope they get the money that they're owed, including myself. But I don't know that I hope that NAFA comes back, because I think it was bad business practices that got them to the situation that they're in. Maybe under new management or new leadership, they could you know, they could fix it. But I hope that something comes back that has you know, covers a lot of geographical area as far as pickups, so that it's easier for the individual fur shipper to get that fur to market. So yeah, NAFA's gone, and I guess it's a brave new world for the wild fur industry, because they were a very, very big player. So I hope that everybody has a place to, you know, to offload their fur. I hope that everybody gets fair prices for their fur, and I hope that people that were hurt by NAFA as far as financially, you know, I hope something comes of it, so that NAFA can make good on their debts and those people can get paid for sure. So that's that. Beginning of fur season's coming. I'm pretty much ready. I've got a plan to try to go after some mink early on, and then you know, it's going to be plumb into December probably before I can get to really canine trapping. But I'll keep you up to date if I'm able to sneak out and get a few sets in here and there. Maybe I'll get lucky early on. Another thing that I wanted to show you is this is a new coon lure that I'm going to use this year, and keep you up to date on how it goes with it. But I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's a pretty neat idea. There have been other glowing lures out there for a while now, but this one's called Firefly. It's by Jeff Dunlap, and it's a glow coon lure. It is intensely sweet smelling. I mean, really, really intensely sweet smelling. So I think that's going to be good. I think it's really going to reach out and draw coons to it, because, you know, they love that sweet odor. Always looking for something sweet to eat to put on fat. And it glows. So you know, the plan is to put it a little bit on the lip maybe of some DPs, or maybe smear it on a tree that's near a couple of set DPs. I'm going to still use bait in the DPs, but this is just, you know, kind of something to draw them in a little bit closer. So I'm looking forward to that. I think it's a neat idea that it glows in the dark, and of course you got to set it somewhere where it's getting sunlight during the daytime. But I think that'll be another good attractant, you know, kind of feature of the lure to get some coons to come in and check out my sets. Other than that, that's about it for this little update. You know, I am curious. I've been thinking about this for a while, and I'll just ask you guys, you know, the people that are excuse me, subscribed and watching and looking at this channel. When I first started this channel, and I've said this several times in several of my videos, I try to show things that I don't see a lot of videos on, because I think there's a ton of content out there on YouTube. Most of it is good, some of it is terrible. I think we all kind of know that with the internet, though, right? There's there's good and bad out there. There's good advice and there's terrible advice, and you know, you just kind of got to sift through it and take what you can from what's out there. But there are a lot of good outlets for good information that you know is going to be good information, like Jeff Dunlap. You know, he's got really good information on a bunch of YouTube videos that he's done. Clint Locklear has got a bunch of good videos out there. Um, you know, if you're into beaver trapping, 330 Maniac. He really doesn't do it anymore, unfortunately. He's more into fishing now, which is cool too. And I watch his fishing videos; they're very well done. But if you're into under ice beaver trapping or beaver trapping in general, man, he's got a library of videos that he did years ago that are phenomenal to teach you how to trap beavers with 330s, especially. Muskrats too. He's got some really good stuff on muskrats. But there's a bunch of channels out there. Hoosier Trapper's got a whole series. You know, they've got like 6 or 7, you know, different years now. 6 or 7 different series of episodes about trapping, and they're very, very good. You can learn a lot from those. So you know, I didn't want to do how to make a dirt hole, how to make a flat set, I mean, I just thought it was kind of done to death, to be honest with you. But if I get comments, you know, because I am getting a little bit of feedback that says that people would like to see that from this channel. If that's something you'd like to see from this channel, throw a comment down below and let me know. I'm happy to do it. I just didn't want to put out stuff that you've seen 100 times before. You know what I mean? If I can add value and people want to see that, then I'm happy to do it. It's not a problem. I've got a better camera now on my cell phone, which is what I'm filming with right now. I've got a little tripod set up so I can set it up. I think I can get good video quality. I think I can get good audio quality, so you'll be able to see what I'm talking about and see what I'm doing, which probably is the biggest downfall of most of the stuff I see on YouTube. It's not that the idea is bad, or the set is a good set. The person who's doing it is knowledgeable and looks like, you know, they're making a good set, but it's hard to see what they're doing. It's hard to see what they're talking about sometimes. Just like the production quality is a little bit low. So I think I can do a decent production quality, you know, and I think I can get good angles, and get a lot of good footage, well lit, so you can see what's going on. So if that's something that you think I should do on this channel, please let me know below. If I get a bunch of comments that say, yeah, please do that, then I'll, you know, do my best to get out and make some of those videos. If I get crickets, then I'm going to leave it go. So I'll let you guys kind of decide that one. So anyway, that's it for the update. Tight chains, everybody. I hope everybody has a good trapping season, and I'll keep you posted on what's going on my line. Thanks.